Hey guys, so I'm finally doing the third installment of my videos. It is going to be the last section of my PSP UMD collection. Um, I'm going to add a few more that I have on the bottom row on the left, and a few other ones that I still haven't organized into my collection yet. Yeah, should be good. Okay, so starting off, I have Outcasts, music videos, Pink Panther, the cartoon collection. This was, I believe, either French or a European release. People. This is a French release. Albert, move. Pride and Prejudice. That's an overseas release too. Perfect Blue. Pineapple Express. Pirates of the Caribbean. I don't know why I thought there was a second one released, but I guess there isn't. Prom Night. Puff Pass Tour. Snoop Dogg's. Queen. Quarantine. I like that movie. Ringers. This is a UK release. Red Eye. Red Hot Chili Peppers Live. The Rundown. Ren and Stimpy Volume 1. Then you got The Punisher, the US release. The Punisher, the UK release, which is a 2-disc set. This one's sealed. I used to have an open copy. It comes with like a anime type thing, and then the movie. And then I have Prison Break. This is also a box set. I believe I want to say I used to have an open one of this one too. I used to have doubles of these UK ones. This has 8 discs in it, and it's, I believe, the whole first season. Predator. This I just picked up. Punk Attitude. It's a documentary. Still haven't watched it. It looks good though. Puddle of Mud. Phone Booth. UK release. The Producers. UK release also. I have Robin Big Volume 1. Or Season 1, should I say. Robin Big Volume 2. This one used to be hard to find, but there's been a flood of this particular movie on the market right now, so it's easily obtainable. Resident Evil 1. Apocalypse. Extinction. And this is super hard to find. Biohazard 4, which is the Afterlife, the 4th Resident Evil installment. That's a Japanese exclusive. Then Resident Evil Degeneration, which is a cartoon base. Then I have Rent. Okay, next we have Richard Pryor, Runnin', Robots, The Rock, Red Scorpion, RV. Then I have the Rocky series. Rocky, Rocky 2, Rocky 3, Rocky 4, Rocky 5, and then Rocky Balboa. This sounds kind of messed up, but I have not seen any of the Rocky movies. Planning on it, but just haven't gotten to it. RoboCop, one of my favorite. Rollerball. Rush Hour 2, Rush Hour 1, a little bit out of order. Rock and Roll High School. The Simpsons movie. Then I have... Sorry about that, my dog was eating plastic. I have Saw 2, Sanford and Son, 14 episodes. I believe it's a 2-disc. Saving Silverman, Serenity. This is a 2-disc set, The Sandlot 1 and 2. I did not like the second one. Then I have The Secret Window, Sahara, don't mind copper in the background, Sin City, Stuart Little 1 and 2, working on getting third one, Sisterhood, 7 Pounds, Shaun of the Dead, and Silent Hill. Okay guys, then we have Streets, which is the equivalent to You Got Served, same movie. I believe this is a French release. I have Snatch. Then I have the Saturday Night Live releases on UMD. Mike Myers, Chris Farley, and then Will Ferrell. The first one, and there is a second one. Then I have the South Park movies, When Technology Attacks. This was the US release, and then in the UK market they got the movie Bigger, Better, and Bigger, Longer, and Uncut. Then I got Shaolin Soccer, SLC Punks, Super Speedway. Then the Spider-Man releases on UMD. We got Spider-Man the animated series. We got Spider-Man 1 and Spider-Man 2. And we did get Spider-Man 3 also. I am working on cleaning up the cases. A lot of stickers from GameStop. I hate that place. Then we have Species, Starship Troopers, the first one, and the third. We did not get a release on the second. Then I got Stealth. Comes with a few of the levels of the game Wipeout included. Then I got Spun, the only Star Wars release, Clone Wars. Well, Thumb Wars came out with the Star Wars theme thing, but then Short Plays 2, Stargate, Talladega Nights, Step Brothers, one of my favorite, Street Fighter Alpha the movie. Then I got Stomp the Yard, Star Trek Nemesis, Stripes, Bill Murray, love that guy, he's funny. Superbad, Sweeney Todd, never watched it. Secondhand Lions. Okay, next I have Straw Dogs. I have SWAT, Swordfish, Second in Command. This is a Cradle to the Grave, but this is a French release, so it's En Souris or something like that. But it is Cradle to the Grave in US. Spawn, Suspect Zero, Shawshank Redemption. Got that one for Japan. Starfighter. This is a French release, no English track on it, so that's unfortunate. Then I have the Samurai Champloo releases. I have, let me see, Volume 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then I got Scary Movie. This is also, I got this one from South America. I don't know if it's a French release also or a European release. SpongeBob Volume 1, SpongeBob the movie, both a couple of my favorite. Then Team Wolf. This was a French release, no English track on this. Thumb Wars and Thumbtastic. Training Day. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. Transporter 1, Transporter 2, Trigun, The Toxic Avenger. This is one of those 99-cent store releases. Then I got the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I have Tears of the Sun, The Silence of the Lambs, Team America, Terminator. I have all the ones that were released on UMD. Terminator 1, Terminator 2. I wish I had the French release because it has a cooler cover. Terminator 3, Terminator Salvation. This was a from Spain release. There's also Japanese releases and I believe UK, but they're harder to find. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Then we got Tupac Live at the House of Blues. Okay guys, next we have Tom and Jerry, Japanese release. There are a bunch of these out there, different ones, but they're expensive to import. I got Tomb Raider. This is the second one. I sold the first one just because the titles look so similar, so I need to rebuy that one. Toy Story. Toy Story is kind of hard to find for a reasonable price. Tupac Thug Angel. And then I have U2. U2 at Joshua Tree, or the first one is Joshua Tree. This is Rattle and Hum. Unleashed. Ultimate Avenger. Then I have Underworld, all the releases here in the US. Underworld 1, Underworld Evolution, Underworld The Rise of the Lycan, and then I just happen to have Evolution in the UK release. I'm probably going to be selling that. Ultraviolet, Universal Soldier, Untraceable, Up in Smoke Tour. Yeah, copy you like that. Then I have Unusual Suspects. Then I have Valkyrie, UK release, cool movie. Then I have the 3 vacation movies by National Lampoons. I have Christmas Vacation. I have the regular Vacation and the European Vacation. Those are pricey. I luckily got those for a deal. So Van Helsing. Then I got the 4 Viva La Bam. Here's the first one. I don't know if it's original wrapping or not. It looks all messed up, but I'm gonna open it. And then I got a volume 2, volume 3, and volume 4. Okay, then we got the Wild Boy series. I don't have the original cover for volume 2. This is volume 1. Volume 2 I will be getting again. It sucks when you that was probably one of the older movies that I had, that's why the covers are missing. Vampires, Vantage Point, Van Wilder, The Water Margin, Waiting, and then Wolf Creek. I'm gonna add this bottom row because it's the last row that I have of UMDs on my rack anyways. It's gonna be a little bit longer video. Walk Hard, White Noise, Warped Tour, We Were Soldiers, White Chicks, We Own the Night, Witches of the Caribbean, Wind Talkers, Wedding Crashers, Wild Things. Then I have Triple X State of the Union. And then this mistake happens a lot when you're collecting and you get stuff from overseas. I have never watched any of the Triple X movies, and I thought this was a 3rd installment, but I guess there isn't one. Next Level, which is the same thing as State of the Union, just named differently in a different country. Yeah, so that one's going to be going for sale also. Then I have the X-Men Trilogy box set. You don't see this one very often, this box set. Comes with 1, 2, and 3, The Last Stand. I believe this was a UK release, so pretty awesome. Then I have Yes Man, Year 1. Then I have quite a few of the WWE movies. Raw Van Dam. A lot of these are UK releases, which I wish we got here. SmackDown, the most memorable matches. Baptista. The Ultimate Warrior. Intercontinental Championship. And then I have Jake the Snake. Undertaker, my favorite wrestler. And then we jump to the Mask of Zorro. The Legend of Zorro is the first one. Mask of Zorro is the second installment. Don't Mess with the Zohan. Zombieland, expensive movie, hard to find. And then I have Kick-Ass. Keep those little box ones in like these just random cases. Then I have the 3-pack UMD. I have these movies individual also. Resident Evil, Silent Hill, Hitman. It's a pretty cool little box set. I got it from a buddy in the UK. And then these are some that I still have not posted, even on the forums. Yeah, but I might as well post them on my videos because I don't want to make another video. Superman Returns. The Exorcist. Bad Santa. Ice Age. I already posted these movies, but this is the dual pack disc from the UK. Donnie Darko. Tron. I wish they had Legacy out. I love that movie. The Royal Family. Men Behaving Badly. I don't know where that's from. Ski jumping. It's basically like a training video on how to ski jump for the Olympics, I'm guessing. Patrick Swayze, Roadhouse. There's Something About Mary. Night at the Museum. And that is my UMD movie collection. Yeah, I have quite a few, honestly, but I started collecting back in '08, and the trick is getting a good deal. I also have the Karate Kid right there. Iron Man, super hard to find. It's right there next to my red PSP. That's a Region 2 PSP. I used to play all my UK releases and stuff, Japanese releases. Then I have the Ultimate UMD Video Guide. There's only 123 movies listed on that guide. Obviously, there's way more than that. My PSP 1000. This was a 2000. This is a 3000. I have the Departed in there and the Hunted. And then also this movie, Scarface. Yes, it exists. And yes, it's expensive if you can't find it for the right deal. I got this from a YouTuber named Nick Berry. I ended up trading a PSP 3000 in box for this. I got a deal on the PSP, so I'm not gonna lie. But this movie, oh man, I'm gonna say it took me about 6 to 8 months to find and actually obtain, because GameStop always kept saying they had it in different locations, and they even had it listed on their website that they had it at the locations and in stock. I would call and verify. Most of them would tell me no, it's a mistake, that's just a game. So I was like, fine. The story with that movie, I live in the Central Coast in California, and the town that I went to was 2 hours away, where they told me, oh, we have one in stock. So me being me, I was like, oh man, it's an expensive movie, it's worth it, I'll make a road trip out of it. So I drove 2 hours north, and I get there. But before I drove, I told the girl on the phone at GameStop, can you please put it in the system and verify that it's the movie, because I don't want to drive 2 hours, get there and not get anything, and it end up being the game. So she's like, yeah, I'm looking at it right now, I put it inside the system, it's the movie. I'm like, okay, cool. So I made the trip out of it. I actually even left work to go out there, and lo and behold, upon arriving, can I see the movie? I called in. Oh yeah, here it is. It was the game. I was so mad, and I only ended up buying like 2 other UMD movies that weren't even hard to find, just because I happened to be in there. But I was so mad, and like I said, I called several places throughout the months. went to a few local spots, met up with a few local people. I never really traveled for these, but that was the only one I made the exception. And then that copy, I ended up importing it from England, which is a U.S. copy, so somehow I ended up from here to England and back. So yeah, I mean, and for me, collecting these movies, finally became like it's always been a hobby of mine. I like them because I traveled in sports and stuff like that, so I have something to watch. But I stopped collecting for about, I want to say 6 months to a year in between, because I ended up paying retail for a few of them, which is I don't think that's what collecting is about. Collecting is going on the hunt, looking for the good deal, and doing what you like to do. So I mean, now the last ones I've gotten great deals. If I wanted to pay retail for some of those, I'd be paying like $30-40 each movie. There's only one that I know anybody who's looking for is gonna pay retail. It's over $20. It's that Resident Evil Japanese release. It is hard to find, but everything else you guys can find for a deal. Don't pay retail. Don't pay for most of the movies. Don't pay more than like between $5 and $10 because they're out there. You just gotta be patient. But yeah, so hope you guys like my collection. It's not the biggest. There's a couple guys. Actually, there's a few guys, 4 or 5 of them, that have bigger collections than me. But I don't know if they probably don't have time to take the videos. I know one guy has over 900, and I know one guy's in Colorado who's helped me a lot. He's almost at I believe 1,000 releases. His name's John. I don't remember the last name off the top of my head, but thanks, John, for all the help you've given me with this movie collection. Alright guys, thank you.